everything.
Your driver's license, sir. Hand it to me.
Take my money. Take this too. Take that.
Your driver's license.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got another wild police encounter to look at. This video comes from Code Blue Cam, and the title says it all. A man tears up his own cash after getting a seatbelt ticket. I haven't watched this one yet, so let's jump right into it.
On July 1st, 2022, Racine County Sheriff's deputies observed the driver of a vehicle not wearing his seatbelt in Raymond, Wisconsin. As part of the Sheriff's Office Click It or Ticket campaign, a traffic stop was initiated.
I think that should be a speed gun.
As the deputies were pulling him over, they observed the 36-year-old male driver hastily putting on his seatbelt.
Oh, he's eating. You see that?
So you gonna point at me? 5-3 Wisconsin traffic. Southbound G on ramp.
So you'll notice there are two officers here. From what I can tell, this appears to be a field training officer working alongside an officer in training. That would explain why both of them are present during the stop. At least, that's what it looks like to me.
I watched you put it on. We're not going to argue about a $10 seatbelt ticket.
Hey, it's right here.
Okay, driver's license and insurance, okay?
I'm not giving you nothing. It's not.
Driver's license and insurance, sir. You're going to make this more difficult than it has to be. Your driver's license and insurance, sir.
Do you see this?
Sir, do you want to be forcibly removed from the vehicle?
You were not wearing a seatbelt.
That's not true. I have this on.
Driver's license.
Then he says, "Are you planning on killing us today?" That's a pretty ridiculous thing to say. The situation clearly wasn't that serious.
I'm an American. I have my seatbelt.
Well, that's great to know, okay? You were not wearing a seatbelt when you drove past me. We saw you putting it wearing a seatbelt when you drove past me. We saw you putting it on while we were behind you. You can argue this all day long and make this even worse for yourself. Otherwise, just give us your ID and the insurance, sir.
What do you want my money?
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
I like your glasses.
You're making a big driver's license and insurance, sir. You're making a bigger deal out of this than it has to be.
For my seatbelt thing?
Yes. Yep.
Why? I have my seatbelt.
You have a traffic
on.
violation. Your seatbelt was not on, sir, so can you have your driver's license and insurance?
With your body camera, I have my seatbelt on. They're running, right?
Abruptly, he became erratic and started to destroy his possessions, such as his sunglasses and the money in his wallet.
I want to see them beeping, though.
Because I watched you put them on, sir. Now please put them on or I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. And when I do so, that's a lawful order. And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
$150 fucking glasses.
Looks like someone has a bit of an anger problem. He's definitely letting his frustration take over here.
And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
$150 fucking glasses.
Well, that's your problem. Okay, you're acting like a child right now.
Want my money? Here.
You're acting like a child. I want your driver's license and your insurance.
Here's everything I have. Here's my money. Here's my
You're
money.
acting like a child, sir.
Here's my card. Here's everything.
Your driver's license, sir. Hand it to me.
Take my money. Take this too. Take that.
Your driver's license, sir.
You're just destroying all my stuff, ruining my holiday.
Yeah.
Accusing me of something I'm doing. Ripping up the money. I spent $500 for my fucking family.
That's great. Driver's license, sir.
Now he's ripping up his own money, and honestly, what a foolish move. Some people are walking around with so much anger built up that one small situation can make them completely lose control.
We'll just rip that up too.
What kind of drugs are you on, sir? Your driver's license.
Go get it. Take it. Take whatever
I'm not
you want.
going into your vehicle, sir. Can I have your driver's license, please?
We'll rip all this up too. Got nothing now. Here, take this.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you can take my money. Take my money.
Remain in the vehicle, sir. I'll be back
Take
up
my
with
money.
you, okay?
Look, I have my seatbelt on. You take my fucking money. That's bullshit. My seatbelt's on and they're accusing me of something. That's bullshit. You can't ever enjoy life anymore around here without being harassed and accused of something. I have my fucking seatbelt on. You give me a ticket, you pulled up on me, I have my seatbelt on. That's exactly what's happening. Yep, $135 fucking glass, man, break it. Might as well just fucking start dumping on my blood right now and give them that too.
It's a situation. This dude's freaking out because we stopped him for a seatbelt and he put it on when we were behind him. Like literally freaking out. He's tearing up money and he's freaking out. So if you just want to go up there with him while I run him out real quick and issue him this citation. He's freaking out. Seriously.
Because I have my seatbelt on. These people pull me over and they pull up on me and say I don't have my seatbelt on. It's right here. I can see it? I can taste it.
Do you realize how you're acting right now? Irrational.
It's upsetting to me.
Upsetting to you that you drove past me without a seatbelt.
That's a crock of bullshit. And you know that. Don't give me that.
Okay.
He's tearing up cash in his car and throwing it all over the place.
I have my seatbelt on, and you're giving me a ticket for my seatbelt being
I
on.
have your seatbelt on.
My seatbelt's on. You give me a ticket. You're taking my goddamn thing. You're giving me a ticket for having my damn seatbelt on.
You do not have a seatbelt on.
My seatbelt is on. When you pull up to the stop, my seatbelt is on.
It was not on.
It
was
is
on when we pulled up because you put it on when you got on the interstate.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
That's not true. My seatbelt's on.
You're delusional.
My seatbelt is on. You pulled up to the traffic stop.
Well, yeah, you had it on.
My seatbelt is on.
Hey, man.
Well, you probably could afford it before you ripped up your own money. Most people don't just tear up cash, so clearly that $10 didn't mean much to you.
So if I drive past you, right, and I don't have my seatbelt on, and then you get behind me and I put my seatbelt on, does that mean you have it on?
That's not true. I'm not admitting guilt to anything. My seatbelt is
You don't
on.
admit to any guilt.
And
I
you're
saw
giving
you do it.
I can't afford a fucking $10 seatbelt ticket for no reason.
Well, you could have afforded it, but you ripped your money up.
Those cash sheets are $10. He had like a bunch of singles and stuff. He freaked out. I thought I was gonna have to drag him out of the car.
Because that's all it is. All they do is collect revenue for the state. That's all it is. Collecting revenue. I got my seatbelt on. I'm getting in trouble for having my seatbelt.
A $10 seatbelt ticket, like it's the end of the world.
My seatbelt's on. I shouldn't be getting a ticket. I got my seatbelt on.
We should just arrest him for obstructing, being an ass about it.
Look, I got my seatbelt on.
Look at him, yeah.
It's on.
We watched him put it on every turn behind him, and then he's like yelling in the fucking mirror and stuff.
Bullshit. That's not right. That's not right.
Oh man, if they end up arresting this guy, this is not going to go smoothly at all. You can already tell he's going to make it a whole situation.
That's not right. That's not right. I won't do that to your family.
What was that? I can't hear you because of motorcycles.
Yeah, I won't do that to your family. Supposed to be enjoying the holiday and everything else, man. And here I'm being harassed on my birthday.
I get what he's saying. I love the 4th of July too. It's supposed to be a time for people to relax, celebrate, and enjoy the moment. Especially this year, with 250 years being marked. Honestly, I love that.
Jeez.
We could be like those agencies that confiscate fireworks.
Yeah.
And then take pictures of it like it's a big drug caper.
Yeah.
The body camera's on, right?
Oh, it's on. It's been recording this whole entire
Good,
thing.
because I'm going to sue your ass.
Okay. Sue me for a seatbelt
Yep.
because you weren't wearing it.
I'm suing you guys because I can't legally do that.
You can legally do
an
it.
apartment, but I can take your money privately and take you to court. I can do that.
Okay.
I can do that. That's a true fact.
Okay.
My seatbelt's on, body camera. You're giving me a ticket with my seatbelt on. You walked up with your camera onto my vehicle with the recording that my seatbelt is on.
Yes. But when you drove
And your
past me, it
vehicle was
not on.
facing straight. You don't got side cameras on those cars. You're accusing me of something I didn't do. My seatbelt. $10.
Okay.
That $10 is gonna break me.
Well, you just tore your money up, so.
Yeah, I'm pissed off because I shouldn't be getting in trouble for something that I have my seatbelt on.
Oh, Scott's got him calm down now.
You're supposed to look both ways too when you're looking before you pull out, and that's what I was doing. You guys are bored. Well, it is. You guys are bored. You got nothing else better to do. Like you're up to the state. My seatbelt's on though. I do have my seatbelt on.
I know, you have it on now. So when you drive away too, I hope you keep it on too.
You have to wear seatbelts. That's why it's on. It's a law in Wisconsin and everywhere else.
It is
to
a
save
law
your
in
life.
Wisconsin. That's why you get a citation for not wearing it when you pull onto the
You give me
interstate.
a citation on camera for someone that you pull up on a stop and have your seatbelt on.
Okay.
So how's that going to fly in court?
When you go to court then, I will be there and I will testify to the fact that you do not have your seatbelt on, sir.
Freaking out over a $10 ticket.
Yeah, man. He spent $500 on his family, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 against 1 in the courtroom. It's going to be you and your buddy, and then me sitting in the car with my seatbelt on.
Okay.
How are you going to give someone a ticket for saying that they don't have something on when they have it on? You can't do that. My seatbelt is on like it's supposed to be. Give me a ticket. For me having my seatbelt on. I'm getting a ticket for having my seatbelt on. That's not right. You guys aren't being cordial at all. You're being tyrants. I just spent $500 on stuff for the family. And here, I leave a place and these guys are staged up harassing people.
Honestly, this guy seems angry at everything. Losing control over something this small shows he had a lot of frustration already built up.
I see it's on. seatbelt's on.
I hope they don't arrest him. Yeah, he was acting irrational and childish, but I don't want to see someone arrested over a $10 seatbelt ticket. Hopefully they let him cool off, give him the ticket, and let him handle it in court.
I'm issuing you a citation for failure to wear your seatbelt. Right.
It's on. Is your body camera on? I got my seatbelt on, you know. It's been on.
I'm happy it should have been on before you left.
It was on.
So it's $10, all right?
$10 could have
Yeah. And you're freaking out over $10.
$10.
Yep, because we're doing a click it or ticket campaign. That's why we're out here.
If you take some of your money together, maybe that'll help you out with that.
All right. Non-mandatory court date of August 11, 2022 at 2 p.m. at the Racine County Circuit
You
Court.
want
It's in
$10, I'll
downtown
give you
Racine.
$10.
We don't post bond here, all right? You have to pay on or before the court date. If you choose to pay, you pay online, in person, or by mail. Information on the bottom of the citation as well as on the bond envelope, which is self-explanatory. Okay? You have any questions?
No.
All right. Make sure you're buckled up before you leave next time, sir. All right. Be safe.
You got good eyes.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Give it a go. Drive safe. Buckle up.
In the end,
All of this over a $10 ticket. He ripped up his money, his social security card, and whatever else was sitting inside that wallet. He threw everything around like a grown man having a full childish meltdown. And the wild part is, this whole thing could have been so simple. He could have just said, "All right, my bad, I'll wear the seatbelt next time. Just give me the ticket." That's it. $10, and the situation is over. And honestly, I don't even think a seatbelt ticket usually adds points to your license because it's normally considered a non-moving violation. Every state is different, of course, but in Arizona, I don't think this would have affected his points. So at the end of the day, this was basically a $10 lesson. Sure, nobody likes paying a ticket, and yeah, it can feel like the government just taking money from you. But seatbelt laws are there for a reason. They really do save lives. I'm just glad this didn't end with him getting arrested. As irrational as he was acting, I didn't want to see it go that far, and I'm sure the deputies didn't either. In the end, he got his ticket, paid the price, and went on his way. But I want to know what you think. Would you ever react like this over a small ticket? Would you rip up your own money in front of the police? Personally, I'm not tearing up my cash or my social security card just because I'm angry. This guy could definitely use some anger control and a little more patience. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.